Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Siti Maulidia. Today I'm going to explain chapter 1, Approaches to Research from Judith Bell's book Doing Your Research Project. This chapter introduces several different ways or styles of research that can be used in education, health, and social sciences. Understanding these approaches is of very important because each has strengths and weakness, and the choice of approach depends on the research problem and the type of information we need. Main concern number one, action research. Action research is usually done by practitioners such as teachers or health workers who want to improve their own practice. It is practical, problem focused, and often involves a cycle of planning, acting, observing, and reflecting. The main aim is to solve real problems and bring information to practice. Number two, case study. A case study focuses on one particular case in depth. The case could be a person, a group, a school, or an organization. The strength of a case study is that it gives very detailed information. However, the limitation is that it may be difficult to generalize the findings to larger population. Number 3, survey. A survey collects information from a large number of people, usually using questionnaires or structured interviews. It is good for describing what, where, when, and how, but surveys often cannot easily explain why. The strength is that surveys can give data from many people, but the weakness is that the data may be superficial. Number 4, experimental research. In an experiment, the researcher does cause and effect relationship. For example, comparing one group that receives a new teaching method with another group that does not. The advantage is that experiments can provide strong evidence of causality. The weakness is that they are often difficult, time-consuming, and sometimes raise ethical problems when involving human participants. Number 5, ethnography. Ethnography comes from anthropology. It studies people in their natural settings, often using participant observations. The aim is to understand culture, meanings, and daily life from the perspective of the participants. It is very detailed but also very time-consuming. Number 6, grounded theory. Grounded theory is not testing an existing theory. Instead, it builds theory from the data itself. The researcher collects data, analyzes it, and from there a theory emerges. It is an iterative process. Data collection and analysis happen at the same time until the new themes appear. Number 7, narrative inquiry. Narrative inquiry focuses on stories. It uses people's personal stories to understand experiences, values, and identities. This approach is useful when the goal is to give voice to participants and highlight human experiences, but it requires trust between researcher and participant. In conclusions, there are many approaches to research: action research, case study, survey, experiment, ethnography, grounded theory, and narrative inquiry. Each has its own purpose, strengths, and limitations. As a researcher, we should select the most suitable approaches based on our research problem, context, and objectives. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.